Welcome back to the Top Shelf Literary Editions. This is episode 73. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've been enjoying the books I've been presenting. I'm glad to do this. It keeps me in practice of filmmaking, camera framing, audio operations, microphone, lighting, editing, so that when we actually get back to being able to make films, I will not be rusty, I hope. My name is Ernest Whiteman III. I'm a Northern Arapaho filmmaker, artist, writer, and media educator, and we're taking a look at the top shelf of my book collection. I have a pre-selected book. I'll give you a synopsis, a short review if I've read it, and a reason why I purchased or received the edition. And today's book is The White Man's Indian by Robert Berkhofer Jr. Now, this is a book that I've long seen around. When I worked at Chicago Title VII, the American Indian Education Program, as the cultural resource specialist, I had to gather all types of books, native themed books, to our collection, but more importantly, native authored books, so that we can hand them out as resources, not only to teachers, but to students. And we gave away a lot of free books to students, which I think was one of the best aspects of that program. The White Man's Indian I kept seeing around, and I think I got this gifted to me because there's an old Newberry Library Darcy McNichol Center plate in it. Yeah, I think this was gifted to me. And I think I found it secondhand, which is kind of weird that it has that plate in it. But the back says, Columbus called them Indians because his geography was faulty. And although I've never read the book, this talks about how natives have sort of constructed the idea of what an Indian is, and how it changes through their policy changes. But I'm one of the people that think that we should stop using the term American Indian, mainly because Columbus did coin the phrase en Dios, meaning with God or in God, not because he was looking for India, but because he thought these people being a part of God were innocent and stupid. And just the fact that anybody can look up the maps of the era around 1491 and the like, and realize that India never existed back then. So the concept that, he was lost. He made a wrong turn because he was looking for a new trade route that he can exploit. When what he said and found was a people he could exploit. So I find it very ironic that we're calling for changes to Columbus Day, which I wholly support, to be Indigenous American days, but all of the organizations that are calling for the change of Columbus Day still use the term Indian, which was actually a term that Columbus coined. So not only are these organizations still perpetuating the myth of Columbus by using the term Indian, it shows a vast ignorance of history and knowledge to call for the revocation of Columbus Day while still using the term Indian. So that's where I sit in that camp. And that's what this it says, the images of the American Indian from Columbus to the present. So The White Man's Indian, I have not read this. I crack it open and I read part of it, and again, it's stuff that I've read before by native authors. And I think that's kind of what relegates this to irrelevancy. Because the White Man's Indian is something we should no longer even have to worry about or discuss. We should be talking about what it means to be Northern Arapaho, or what it means to be Cherokee or Black Cherokee, what it means to be, Apache or Pueblo or, Nooksack, all these various tribes that still exist today, what it means to be those, rather than, or be part of those tribes and communities, rather than worrying about this anymore. So I guess I keep this as sort of a reminder that this is irrelevant and it's obsolete. But The White Man's Indian by Robert Berkhofer Jr. is on the top shelf today, and it's led to a good discussion. So thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.